How you say what you want to say will determine whether you communicate or not. Welcome to Oladele Olunike Video Logs, and I am your regular host. The Quintessential Polymath, Oladele Olunike is my name. This is the part 2 of how you say what you want to say in our ongoing communication mastery series. In the part 1 of how you say what you want to say, we talked about the fact that what you say is one thing and how you say it is another. We also told you that how you say what you want to say is more important than what you say. Why? Because how you say what you want to say determines whether you communicate or not. In this part 2, we will be looking at the 3 elements or the 3 components of communication mastery. In other words, you could also say the 3 components that are very critical to how you say what you want to say. The number 1 is your word. W-O-R-D, your word. So when you need to communicate, you need to use words sometimes. I have been communicating with you in this broadcast and I've been employing words. So you want to choose your words carefully to master communication. Number 2 is your tone. T-O-N-E, because your words are not enough. You need the proper tone. Take, for instance, in a scenario where a friend or a gentleman who has been hungry and has just returned to have lunch at home, and a neighbor who is a very close friend walks into his living room and finds him eating. And this neighbor who walks in says, "Oh, John, I met you well. Let me come and join you and eat." And his friend who is eating, Larry, and Larry says, "Come and join me." What do you think Larry meant? Remember, he used the words, come and join me. Your guess is as good as mine. His tone showed that he was not interested in his friend joining him to reduce his ration of meal. So you don't want to consider your words alone if you must master communication, but you want to place a high premium on your tone. The third element, in addition to your word, your tone, is your body language. When we communicate many times, we also use our body, which is inclusive of our facial expression, our gestures, our attitude, our mannerism. So, in addition to your word, you want to take care of your tone and you want to take care of your body language. Perhaps you've experienced someone in a scenario where someone lives on your street or your crescent or your avenue or your neighborhood, and you've never spoken with this person before. You've never heard them speak before. You've never heard their tone before. But you come to the conclusion that that gentleman who lives at number 10 is very arrogant. How did you come to that conclusion? Perhaps you've noticed his body language. So many times, without the word, without the tone, we're communicating something. So if we must master communication, you've got to make sure that there is a constant, continuous, and consistent congruence amongst your word, your tone, and your body language. In fact, some experts have said your word will help you to succeed or be effective or be productive or be polished in communication to the tune of 7%. So it means your words are not enough. whilst your tone will help you to be effective, to be polished, to be productive in communication, to master communication to the tune of 35%. And lastly, when you add 7 to 35, you have what? You have about 42 or thereabout. And the whopping 58% is what your body language conveys to your audience. So you want to be careful with your words, your tone, and your body language. As long as there is a congruence, constant, consistent, and continuous congruence amongst your words, your tone, and your body language, you will master communication. Remember, how you say what you want to say determines whether you communicate. Please feel free to leave me a comment in the comment box below this post, and also feel free to subscribe. And please, you can share this video with your friends. Welcome your feedbacks, your remarks, your questions. I'll be most delighted to attend to them. Till then, keep polishing up your communication.